What's up, guys? Sean from Srkcycles.com, and I am happy, very happy, to be the one who gets you to walk you through the test drive of this 2009 GSXR 1000. I am a big fan of these bikes. The first leader bike I ever rode was an 05 GSXR 1000. Loved it. The first leader bike I ever owned was an 07 GSXR 1000. The 05 is way different than the 07, and the 09 is way different than the 07. They just keep on improving. They keep on getting better. I can't wait to show you guys the bike. We are going to go on a different test drive route, a special test drive route for this bike. But first, let's do the words of wisdom. Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. And then somehow I learned to say self-control at the end of that. This just says ... How is it? It's a Bible verse. How does it say ... Alright, guys. I feel so at home on this bike. One of the awesome things about the Suzuki GSXRs is I just got off. I was riding a Ducati not yesterday but the day before. Great bike, tons of fun. It was the 899 Panigale. First of all, this bike would smoke it. Not even close. Not even close. This bike would destroy that bike. Hey, little children. Second of all, I'm trying to think of the best way to get to where I want to go. Second of all, that's not right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, comfort. Let's talk about comfort. This thing is a bajillion times more comfortable than that Panigale. I mean, this feels like a Cadillac. It's like, I mean, the ergonomics of this, I am very comfortable. This feels like a sport touring bike compared to that Panigale. That thing, I didn't like the ergonomics of it, not at all. All right, guys, let's go to that brand new spot. Let's do our thing. All right, so we're gonna jump on the highway here. I'm gonna show you guys. This is not the cool place I was talking about. I'm gonna show you guys real quick what separates the men from the boys. What separates the 1000 from the 600. And listen, do not think that I'm talking down on 600 bikes because they're super fun, they're super fast, and if you're a new rider or an expert or an intermediate rider, they're tons of fun. I'm just showing you the very large comparison between a 600 and a 1000, and I'm going to show you the best way possible. Let me free up some space, because I need a lot of space. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was holding back. I did not actually get full throttle at all in either one of those gears. But to be honest with you guys, I've actually done a pretty long trip, 1,200 miles in 2 days on a bike just like this. It was actually a 600. It was actually my track bike before it was my track bike. And this is comfortable. I could not do that on that Ducati. There's no way. This is putting a very even amount of pressure between my butt. It's pretty light on my arms and then my feet. It's actually pretty comfortable. Yo, DUI checkpoint at 8 o'clock in the morning, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Nah, there's, oh! Where are the owners? That's crazy. Impressive thing about this bike mean, one, it's crazy fast, crazy fast, crazy responsive. But what's impressive is how streetable it is. Like just cruising around town, putting around town, it's very easy. The throttle, I don't understand how the throttle response can be so precise, but also so incredibly smooth that it's, you know what I mean? It's not a bike that you just jump on and you go race, it go as fast as you can. You can also be putting around, doing slow stuff, doing city stuff, doing slow maneuvers, doing what I'm doing right now. And it feels great. It feels really great. It feels way better than like a super heavily modified, you know, 600. That is going to be a little more, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, you know, one of the worst mods anyone could do is taking off the butterfly valves on their throttle bodies. I had one of these bikes that someone did that. It was fast. It was so fast. It had exhaust and gears and that modification and pretty much anything you could bolt on and a power commander, all that stuff. But they took off the butterfly valves and it was just, there was no smoothness to the roll-on of the throttle. So it was very like, sorry, and it was very hard to ride in the cities. You're trying to go real slow and, you know what I mean? Worst modification I've ever done. It ruined the bike. Alright, so here is my awesome special little road. And I really wanted to show you guys the best thing about this bike, and that is how extremely nimble this bike is, and how this thing handles like it's just on rails. These school students have been ruining my life for years. So not only was in 2009, it was a brand new, 100% brand new build. They used no other parts for it. They actually narrowed in, this is actually thinner, 2.5 inches than the previous generation GSXR 1000. They lightened it 11 pounds from the previous GSXR 1000. And a couple other modifications, such as they went back to the cable clutch instead of the hydraulic, which was suggested by the race team. Somehow Suzuki has managed to put everything you could possibly want in a 1000 sport bike, and they put it all together in one amazing package. Handling is insane. The power is nuts. The comfort. How is this bike so comfortable at speed, at cruising, at everything? You ride a bike like this, you hop on a bike like this, and you become a better rider. You really do. I don't understand. I don't know how that makes any sense. But you become a better rider, and you know what? You look pretty awesome doing it. So here's the big question. The big question is, Sean, is this a good bike for me? Is the GSXR 1000 a bike that I should be riding? And let me answer that question. If you're asking me that question, I'm just going to assume that no, it's not a good bike for you. The people who it is a good bike for is the guy who's like, I need that bike, I need that bike, I need that bike. And obviously you have to be doing some type of track days. Like you have to be experienced enough that you are dragging your knee, or you're getting in that point, or something, or you got something wrong with your head or something like that. That's the type of guy who's going to be perfect for this bike. Or this bike is going to be perfect for them. You got to be looking to step it up to the next level of riding. And it's not even that you're just trying to go faster, you're just trying to, I guess that's exactly what it is. Who is this bike not for? This bike's not for most of you. This bike is not for most people out there. It is extremely fast. Do not be a guy who's like, oh, this is my first bike and I'm gonna try to buy this bike. That's just so dumb. Unless you want, I mean, I could almost power wheelie on demand. You saw back there at that straightaway, that was first gear. For half of that time, my front wheel was off the ground. If that sounds awesome, then this could be the bike for you. As a new rider, that's not awesome. That's scary. And this should not be the bike for you. Love taking these corners on this bike. It's crazy. I was just, if the only bike I ever rode was that Ducati 899 Panigale, and listen, it was a great bike. Tons of people are gonna love it. I was not comfortable on that bike at all. If that was the only bike and honestly, I started feeling about this way after riding that bike. I was like, man, am I getting old? Am I just getting too old? And maybe I can't be riding sport bikes? I'm like, maybe I'll just ride my Harley every day. But after riding this, I am reminded that it's not that I'm getting old. It's that Ducati was very uncomfortable and the ergonomics did not fit me. And maybe it's for shorter guys. I don't know. I don't know what the deal with it was. But I've been riding this bike for the past half an hour and not a bit of me feels fatigued. There's no extra pressure on my wrist, no extra pressure on my butt. There's a motorcycle for sale. I feel great. And I can hit these corners like a boss. I'm taking it, just so you guys know, I'm taking it very easy. I'm not even wearing I'm just wearing jeans, not even wearing pants. You always want to take it in, you always want to hold back a decent amount on the street. Alright guys, that wraps it up. Guys, if I have not been very clear, I really enjoy this bike. Take how many miles are on this bike right now and add 200 by the time you buy it, because I'm gonna be riding it a lot. This is one of my most favorite spots to ride. Although you gotta be real nice and you gotta watch out, because a lot of washouts up in here, and then there's also a lot of Amish. What's up guys, I'm Sean. Thanks for watching that great video. And as always, click down here to subscribe. And here's the next fun video for you guys to watch. We'll see you guys next time.
And that wasn't far enough away.
And I had no clue. I'm just gonna tell you guys to back off. Bring your bikes, and listen, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. We'll see you guys later.